Hey everybody, what is going on? It's PMOC at 86 Drive. This week, what I wanted to talk about was a battery charger that I picked up on Amazon and why you might need one as well. As many of you may be experiencing during this pandemic, I've been working from home a lot more, and as a result, I've haven't been driving my car nearly as much as I used to when I was commuting into work 5 days a week. Now it seems like I've been only taking out some of my cars maybe once or twice a month, and sometimes even less than that, depending on which car I drive. As you know, I own several cars, and you might have the same problem as well, where you're just constantly driving one car and maybe some of your other cars are getting kind of neglected. Because you're not driving as much, then unfortunately that means that your car battery may get drained from disuse over time. And the worst thing that can happen is you could come out to your car after not having driven it for a month or two, and you go to try and start it up, and now the car battery is too weak and you can't get the car started. One of the solutions is to get a trickle charger for your car battery, and that's what I've done. I went and found one on Amazon that works really well, and you just hook it up to your car's battery, you plug the other end into the wall outlet, and it just does the rest. It takes care of maintaining your battery, and it keeps your battery topped off and fully charged. And so when you actually go to drive your car, then you won't have a problem starting it up. The problem with modern cars is that even when you aren't driving the car, a lot of times the systems in the car are still draining the battery, and so then that actually weakens the car battery over time, and it can shorten the lifespan of your battery, and that's not a good thing. So what I would recommend is that you get a trickle charger that you can use to help maintain your car's battery. And we're going to talk a little bit more and take a closer look at this NOCO battery charger that I picked up. So this is the NOCO Genius 1. It's a 1 amp battery charger and maintainer. It's a pretty basic unit. You can see it has the pair of alligator clamps that you clamp onto the battery, and then there's the unit that you plug into the wall. The controls on the unit are pretty simple. There's essentially only one button on there, so you press that to toggle between a couple different modes. It can do 12 volt charging or 6 volt charging. Most car batteries are going to be 12 volts, so you don't really have to mess with it too much. Just turn it on into the first mode, which is 12 volt. Alright, well let's put it on the car and see how it works. So we're looking at the battery over here. Got this red cover over the positive terminal. So we'll take that off. Put that to the side. Over here we have our alligator clamps ready to go. So we'll take the red alligator clamp, connect that to the positive terminal, and then grab the black alligator clamp and attach that to the other terminal. And then double check your wiring, just make sure that everything looks good. You don't want the wires crossed or touching one another, causing some kind of short circuit. So once that all looks good, then we can go ahead and plug this in and start charging. Just too short, off by about 1.5 feet. I'll have to go find the extension cord. Oh, this is my old battery charger. As you can see, it has far less robust alligator clips, which is why I wanted to replace it with something a little better made. This charger, though, has been working really well for several years now. Right next to it, you can see the old school jumper cables from back in the day. Here's my extension cord. Now, the first time you plug it in, it's just going to be in the off mode. So you've got to toggle it into the 12-volt charge mode. And you'll see it starts showing a slowly pulsing red light. And that means that the battery is charging. We'll let it do that for a while and see what happens. I'm guessing in a couple of hours or so, it will have fully topped off the battery and it'll probably be a solid green light. All right. The charging process was a bit longer than I expected. I think probably because I bought the 1 amp charger, and if you wanted it to charge up faster, you'd probably want to buy one of the higher amp chargers. But I'm okay with that because I didn't really need it to charge up that quickly. This is really meant to be more of a long-term trickle charger for me, so the fact that it takes a couple of days rather than a couple of hours to charge is not a big deal for me. My intended use case for this is to just keep the car plugged in, and I may not be driving the car for a few weeks or even a month, and so I'm happy to just let it sit and slowly charge up. And you can see that blinking green light means that it is continuing to trickle charge the battery. And here you can see I'm using it to charge the battery on my Lexus as well. Now, if you want to also have a little bit of extra insurance, you can also pick up a portable jump starter battery pack like this one. I actually had a jump starter battery that I would take with me to the racetrack, and it was really useful because it was a 4-in-1 device. It was an air compressor that I could use to inflate my tires, and it could be used as a work light and also charge USB devices, in addition to being a portable jump starter. However, it was kind of massive. It was almost the size of a regular car battery, and it was a bit bulky and cumbersome to carry around all the time. So that's why I decided I should get a smaller one, something more compact that could be carried around in the trunk of your car all the time and not take up space or be so heavy. But if you're interested in something like this, you can pick one of these up at Harbor Freight for about $60 or $70. I found this one on Monoprice, and I'll include a link to it in the description below. It costs about $90 normally, but I picked it up during the online shopping deals for Cyber Monday or Cyber Week for about $67. It is basically a very powerful battery pack, just like the portable kind that you would carry around for charging your phone or other mobile devices. But this one has enough power to jumpstart a car with a dead battery. And it has the alligator clamps to connect it to your car's battery. You hook it up the same way as I showed you for the trickle charger, and it's really easy to use. And I really like the fact that it comes in this compact carrying case, so you can keep this in your car at all times. So if you know you have a weak battery or you just want a little extra peace of mind, I definitely recommend keeping something like this around. Well, I hope I was able to show you guys some useful tools that I've been using to help prolong the life of my car battery during these especially weird times when we're just not driving our cars as often as we would like to. And so with that, that's it for this week. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy during this holiday season. I wish you all a good, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.